Live here. I just wanted to spend a little time outside with my cats and in this green porch. So hopefully I'll start to see some people pop in and kind of see what's going on. Of course, I know this may not be the best time for everybody, but just kind of trying some different things out here. But like I said, I'm just out here with the port in the porch show. Hi, Alan. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hi, Tranquil. Can you guys hear me okay? No, it's kind of hard on the phone sometimes as far as the audio goes, but hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know if you can hear me. You can hear? Okay. So, like I said, I just wanted to come out here in the porch. I know a lot of people talked about the porch. They kind of like the porch. And Alice and Pearl Jam just gave me the idea to, hey, maybe shoot some stuff out on the porch. I'm like, okay, well, I'll give it a try, see what happens. So far, we got Pandora here, and we got Yoda over there, our tuxedo, and we got Kit, and zoom out a little bit here, and we got the baby here. Originally, what we were gonna do with this porch, we're gonna make a sunroom originally, but what happened instead, the company that we got in touch with about a sunroom, they were going to charge us like $70,000. And we are thinking, well, that's a bit out of our budget. 70 grand for a sunroom is like, yeah, it's crazy. So we found another company who said, as far as the porch goes, it probably costs you about 25,000, and we can do it in about 6 weeks. So that's the company we went with, and up here you can kind of see we have a fan, and this is a good sized porch. It's like a 10 by 12 or so. So it's a decent size, and we just got some shots out there in the woods. We kind of live by like some farm and wood area. We see some deer on occasion. But let me get back to the cats. Let me also try to figure out how I can see the chat on this too. Oh, I guess we got a dog. We got neighbors who have dogs, so that's one of the dogs. Wrigley, I think the dog's name is, which is going to scare away all the cats probably. Sorry, baby. I guess we'll have a little dog on cat action here. Go on, Poochie. Go on. Go on, Poochie. Go on, Wrigley. Go on, boy. Okay. Gotta love dogs. So, I don't know if the cats are going to come back out here or not. The baby might stick her little head back out. Let me see if I can try to find the chat, because I think they have a few people talking, but I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I got the chat now. So how is everybody doing this Wednesday? Hump day. Maybe eventually I'll pipe on some music in here. Pipe in some music. I got some nature sounds, but I don't know if y'all can hear it. You probably can't. You doing all right, Alan? That's good. So we got Kit and we got the baby over there. Just kind of wondering if that dog's going to come back or not. It's the one bad thing when you have neighbors and they don't have a fence and they don't seem to leash their dogs up when they take them out. They just let them go out and just kind of run all over the place, which we don't really care for. Oh, Tranquil. I finished up your playlist too. I did send you a comment on the last one that I did, but I just wanted to let you know that I should finish that up for you. How you doing, Selena? Yeah, Tranquil, I noticed on some of your videos that I was watching, I definitely heard some barking. I don't think I saw any dogs, but I definitely heard some barking, though. Come on, kit. Oh, you're welcome, Tranquil. Anything I can do to help, especially fellow cat creators. See if I can get like a little toy action. Come on, kit. Come on back out. No? Come on, kit. Come on. Kit. Come on, girl. Yeah, eventually I would maybe set up a camera and just have the cats out here by themselves, but the problem with that is Kit here actually, the dogs have chased me while I was walking. Yeah, sometimes dogs can be not so fun. I mean, I have nothing against dogs. Yeah, Alan, yeah, so that's what I'm on. I'm doing this live on my cell phone. On the Android cell phone. No, this isn't an Android. This is a Google, but it's an Android service. Yeah, Alan, I would try it sometime. It I mean, because for me, I mean, I have my subscriber count, and I definitely do want to become monetized on YouTube. That is a goal that I have, is to become monetized, and I just need to get my watch hours up, like way up. Does anybody have any plans coming up for the weekend? Any exciting things that they're doing? Alan, you can pick. So when you set up your live on a cell phone, eventually you'll get to where it'll ask you like how you want to orientate it. Either having it landscape like I have here, because it has like more of a shot. I mean, or you can have it vertical. So you can do it either way. Vertical is recommended because it's the phone, but they said if you kind of want like more of a scene, like more of a widescreen shot, then go horizontal. And that's the way I decided to do this one because I wanted to kind of show this porch a little bit more. Tranquil, give it a shot. I mean, I think that your woods and your pretty country that you live in, I think would do really well with a live. I mean, I definitely would support it. I definitely would come in and watch it. Alan, yeah. So on the bottom of the screen, depending on how you're holding your phone, there's like a little chat icon, and when you press it, it'll pop up the chat. It'll pop up like who's chatting, who's talking. I just wanted to do kind of a quick little impromptu live here. I probably didn't pick the best of times because I know it's noon out here on the East Coast, and it's like 9 o'clock out on the West Coast, and people obviously are working, so they probably don't have the time to stop by. But I'll definitely, I think in the future, I'll kind of check with especially the modern breakfast crew to kind of see what days, what times maybe work for them. Maybe like the weekend would probably be like a really good time, I would imagine, for maybe like an hour or something. Oh, cool, Alan. Yeah, yeah. I mean, stay as long as you want. I mean, if you got to hop off, no problems, no worries. I'm glad you made it. Everybody that came in, I am definitely glad that a few came in. Tranquil Saturday morning, yeah, that could be good. So, Alan, on your baptism, is that like a family member that's being baptized or a friend, nephew? Okay, cool. Well, I hope everything goes well. And I'm sure it will. And can I ask like what faith it is? Is it a Christian or like is it a particular denomination? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will say doing these lives, the one thing that is kind of weird is because you can see people talk through the chat, but you can't hear them. It is a little weird. You guess Catholic? Okay. Yeah, my wife's family, pretty much all of them are Catholics. So I've been to a few of their masses, and I've been to a few of their events up in Chicago. That's where my wife is from, is in Chicago. Definitely different. Kind of scan around. I don't have much going on here. I got the baby over here. Yep, the Windy City. And the first time I went to Chicago with my, at the time, she was just a girlfriend, not a wife. Kat is her name, actually, kind of ironically, Kat or Kathy. It was during the wintertime, and I was told it was cold, but I kind of like the cold, so I just went in. I came in with like a shirt and shorts, and I was perfectly fine. But for others, it was cold. Hey, baby. I know, honey. Yeah, very true, Alan. Yeah, what I was saying earlier, though, on I wish I could just set up the cell phone like on a tripod and just film this and just film the cats and maybe interact like through a different way. Is unfortunately the cat over there, Kit, in one of our screen porches in a house that we had at one point in time, she saw a squirrel in the backyard and she ripped through the screen, and we were not there, but I heard like this ripping sound, and I went out there and I took a few steps and I noticed, darn, that cat really looks like Kit. It really looks like Kit. And I got closer and like, that is Kit. And she had this squirrel in her mouth that she slashed its throat with her teeth. And I got outside, got to her, got a few feet from her, and she dropped it. And unfortunately, she didn't kill the squirrel completely because it was still breathing. But there's nothing I could do. I mean, it died in a matter of seconds, and she was gone for like 2 days. And we looked and looked and looked, and eventually we found her, or we didn't find her. She came back eventually. I had no idea where she went to, but thankfully she came back. So since then, every time we have our screen porch open, either myself or my wife, one of us are out here with these cats. So she's a hunter. The only thing I'll say too about this live, at least on the cell phone, is I can see when people go in or out because there's like a little person, but I don't know though if they're come. I don't know who it is. I think that's different on the laptop. I can just see like a little figure, like a little head, and then like a little thumb. So unless they leave a comment, I don't know like who's popping in or who's not popping in. Maybe there's somewhere. It's not that. So I'll have to figure it out. Hi, Judy. Thanks for popping in. Hey, thank you, Alan. Thank you for coming. And if you ever do a live, just let me know. Let the audience put it on your community post, and I'll definitely pop in if I can. Hey, Ralph. Raf. We're gonna call you Ralph. Sorry, Raf. How you doing? Hi, Martha. So, friends that are coming in, Martha and Judy. So I'm just kind of spending some time here out on this porch. Raf gave me the idea just to maybe do some filming out here. Unfortunately, we had a dog that came in. Our neighbor's dog kind of scared some of our cats out. We had like five out here, and now there's just two, unfortunately. Some of our cats are a little cowardly, but not Kit. Kit's cool. And we got the baby over here also. But it's definitely different doing these lives on a cell phone since I've now done two, and the first one was a vertical format, and this one's horizontal. So it's different. It's I might prefer the laptop. Hey baby, are you coming up and getting some loving? Martha, we have nine. So these are just two of the nine, but we have nine. There were a couple more out, but like I said, there was a dog, our neighbor's dog, over from that side. So they don't have a fence, and they don't leash their dogs up. When they just let them out and they roam everywhere. It's kind of irritating, but they came up to the door and scared a couple of them back inside. But the two that we got here, we got Kit, who's coming kind of up this way, and then we got the baby over here. Kit, you going in? So hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday. Oh yeah, yeah. So talking about this porch a little bit. So it was when we moved into this place. All it was originally was just the decking, which we have a rug over here, but just the deck, right? So it just had an existing deck on it, and it had the railing too, of course. But we, like I was saying, Raf in a comment, we were going to put in a screen porch, but the company we were going for, or the company that we went with, it was gonna cost like $70,000 to put in a sunroom, and we thought that's like crazy. That's just way too expensive. So we found another company that they said it cost about 25,000, which is a lot more realistic, and that they would have it done in about 6 weeks or so. And they actually got it done in about 4 weeks, and they did a really good job. So I would definitely recommend if you got the means and the capabilities, putting in a screened-in porch, I would definitely do it. What's up, kid? The only thing I'd have to do, I think, next time if I do this again, is I'd love to pipe in some music. Maybe just have my laptop out too, so I can have just a little bit of music going, instead of just me talking. Hi Ray, how you doing? Hi Angela. Thank you both for popping in. Kit, you wanting some attention? Oop, close up here with Kit. Hopefully, I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday so far. I know, Kit, you just want attention. Yes, Kit. Nice baby. But yeah, just the outside here. So Ray, we have the one that's in the camera right now. That's the baby, Almond. She's got many names. The one over here by the door, that's Kit. And we had more out here, but we had our neighbors over there in the yard over there. They have dogs that they just let out. They don't have a fence. They just let them out, and they just run all over the place. So they came out about 15 minutes ago, and they scared some of the other cats that were out here, unfortunately. So some of the cats just got scared and they're like, we're not coming back out there for a while. Unfortunately. Hey, Kit, you coming up closer? Nope. Oh, gotta try to. Hi, girl. So, is there anybody have any plans for the weekend? Anything exciting going on? Well, thank you, Ray. Yeah, it's let me actually kind of get up and kind of come a little, walk around a little bit here. But and we do have some dead. We've had like a lot of oh, what are these, like Chinese beetles, I think, come in. I guess the wife here is bringing Zelda out. Come here, Zelda. Come here, Zelda. Come here, Zelda. Hi, Zelda. Want to say hi, Zelda? Hey, Zelda. No, North Carolina. This is in a rural town called Zebulon, North Carolina, that's by Raleigh. Kind of move a little bit. Zelda. Zelda. Come on, Zelda. Yeah, everybody, Zelda is our 18, 19, nearly diabetic kitty. She's had diabetes for going on 7 years now. I think she might be hearing some food, though. She is pretty food motivated, even at her 19 years old. It's okay, Zelda. Kit's not going to bother you too much. Yeah, Angela, Apex is by like Cary. That's going to be like west, like about maybe 40 miles west of here or so. And one thing I don't like about doing this on a cell phone, I've noticed real quickly, is it doesn't seem there's any way of like pinning the chat. So there's like a little text box like on the bottom of the screen that you have to tap, and that shows you then like the text. So besides that, there's no, like, it's not like on a laptop where you can see the text at all times. But maybe they don't, I don't know, maybe they do that because they don't want to have like the screen cluttered. Oh, we got maybe somebody else finally coming out again. Yoda. 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 Yes, Yoda was out here a little bit ago, but he got scared by the dogs when they came by the door. Hey, buddy. What's up, Yoda? Yes, Yoda is our troublemaker. When there's always trouble in the house, you know who to go to and who to blame. It's always going to be Yoda. He's always getting into some kind of mischief and trouble. We got Max now out here. Max is kind of our more cautious tuxedo. Hey, Maximus. Yeah, he's the fall guy, exactly. Yoda. Ain't nobody. Max, you gonna hang out here for a few minutes with us? Max normally is only here for a little bit. Yeah, Ray, he is the troublemaker, yes. Judy, don't let his cute face fool you. He, uh, he can open, like, kitchen cabinets. He can turn on the sink, and thankfully he can turn off the sink. But, yeah, well, actually, it's not. Well, Max is still here. It's like the weather is weird in NC. It's probably weird everywhere, but I mean, right? It's almost 80 degrees. And then in a day or two, we're gonna go back down to like 60, 50 again. Raph, I wish he knew how to wash dishes. He could wash his own plates, but unfortunately, no. He just knows how to make mischief, don't you? You leaving, Kit? Well, as you can see with some of the shorts, Judy, with Yoda, he definitely he's talented sometimes. I'll say that much. Yeah, Yoda's about 5 or so. Max, or that's not Kit. She's about 8, 9. Max over there, he's about 8, 9. The baby here, she's about 12 or so. And our two youngest, who are not out here, they're like, they're siblings, Tang and Tiny, and they're like 3. Yeah, see, I've done some. I did like one TikTok live, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do on that YouTube just, at least on the phone, just doesn't have. There's a lot of like polls you can run and questions and things like that, and then maybe you can run it like in the vertical format here, not in the horizontal one, or I'm just not seeing it. Hey kid, you want to show off those pretty green eyes? Kid. Max, you okay? Well, Judy, we try. I mean, we having so many, we need to, have a pretty big home. Not like a gigantic home. I mean, this is like 2,800 square feet, like 4 bedrooms. So, and we need a bedroom itself for Rosemary because unfortunately with Rosemary, she doesn't do well with our other cats. So she has to have her own room. Now she does get let out every day for a while just so she can kind of enjoy the screen porch and so she can, get into the other parts of the house too. But unfortunately, she just doesn't do well with our other cats. Not sure why. Don't know much of her history, her backstory. Hey, Max. Okay, so we got another one that was out earlier, but then got scared by the dog. So we got Pandora here. Yes, Pandora? What's up? I know, you're chatty. You're a chatty kitty. So, interesting thing with Pandora here. Thank you for coming by, Judy. Hope we'll see you next time. So Pandora here, I got her back when I was in physical therapy, working in physical therapy. One of the physical therapists, his name was Frank. He was moving back to Colorado, and he said, "Well, do you want to take on Pandora?" I'm like, "Well, let me try, see how it goes." And apparently, Pandora was a lab cat, so she what I mean by lab cat was she would give donate her blood to like other cats who had like some kind of like blood issues for like blood transfusions. So her first few years of life, she was just a lab cat basically. So it's kind of an interesting little story with her. But we think because of her markings, we're pretty sure, because she's got unique markings, that she's called a Turkish van. And Turkish vans are known for being very chatty, which she is, loving water, which she does, and being bossy, which she is. Going back in, Max? Oh, Raf, I didn't see your question. I'm sorry about that. When you're on when I was on, I wasn't seeing any of the chat messages, so my apologies. So what we do is we have a trusted friend who comes over, usually at least once a day, and she'll check up on the cats. She will, feed them, give them water, freshen up their water, freshen up their food, clean out their litter boxes. And then we'll also just contact her when she's in there just to make sure that like she visibly sees all the cats, because as a cat owner you kind of do worry when you're not at home, and you're gone, like health and issues, and especially with Yoda turning on faucets and stuff like that, that a problem might happen. But we have somebody who comes in for us. Ray, well, I mean, Tranquil, eventually you might have to leave for something, a death maybe in the family, or I don't know, something might eventually happen where you're going to have to just, leave for a day or two. I mean, we try not to leave for more than a few days because of Zelda being diabetic, and because Rosemary being having thyroid medication that she needs to get also. So it's a little hard. Ray, where does your wife work at? And Tranquil, yeah, I can understand not trusting. I mean, that definitely can be an issue, especially if these are your babies. I mean, these are like, we don't have like any human kids, unfortunately. We were never blessed to have human children, so these are our children. These are our kids. These are our misfits. All right, so we got another. Who do we got here? Tiny might come out. She's looking a little skittish, though. Let's see if she comes out. I'll get the camera off of her for a second. I'll go over to somebody who likes the camera and loves the attention. That's Kit. Let me check on the chat to see if anything's... Oh, nothing new. Okay. Ray, we pill Rosemary. Um, and thankfully she's pretty good with being pilled, because, as you know, having cats, I mean, sometimes pilling a cat is a an interesting event, but thankfully she's good with it. She's a good patient. Kit, I'm trying to get your eyeballs, because you got such pretty eyeballs, but you do not want to cooperate, do you? Like, no, I don't. Sorry, that camera goes out of focus every so often. Oh, okay, Ray. Does she still work there? Because you're in Florida, right? I think. Yes, Kit, I know. It's all about your butt. I don't want to show your butt on the camera, though. Hi, Kit. Yoda. Yoda. Oh, okay, Martha. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you feel better soon, Martha. Yes, Yoda. Yeah, Ray, we tried pill pockets before, and what we noticed for our cats, they will kind of chew around the actual pill. They'll eat the pill pocket itself because it's tasty, right? It's turkey or chicken or salmon, but then they just wind up not eating the pill. So, pill pockets do not work for our cats, unfortunately. Bye, Yoda. Hyper retirement, if you came in, that's the one thing I cannot tell when people come in, or at least I cannot figure out how to tell when people come in. I'll have to definitely check that out. Um, but thanks for letting me know, Raf, on that if somebody comes in. I do appreciate that. Because unless they leave a comment, then I can't tell like if people pop in or not. I guess that's one of the downsides of cell lives, or at least maybe I'll need to figure it out. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, retirement, or Betty, I'm assuming your name is. Thank you for popping in. I'm just kind of streaming here my screen porch, kind of hanging out with some cats, hanging out with some friends, and just kind of chatting and just kind of relaxing this Wednesday afternoon slash morning, depending, or I guess evening, depending on where you live. All right, so we have somebody new, just came out. This is Tiny, aka the Butterball or the bowling ball, because she's got a bit of a belly kind of hanging down there, and she's 3. We got her from a foster group. We used to do a lot of fostering. We haven't recently. We plan on getting back into it. Yeah, she. But she came from a foster group. Her and her brother Tang, or Orange Tabby, who you guys have probably seen in some funny shorts. There was a group of 5, and we had no intentions of keeping any of them. But this was also, unfortunately, around the same time frame where we lost 3 of our cats: Kitty, Kitten. We got original names, don't we? Kitty, Kitten, and Norman. They all passed away. 3 of them in a 6-month time frame, which was hard on us, obviously. Expected with 2 of them. One wasn't expected at all. So we decided, well, we're gonna foster fail, and we're gonna just keep hanging Tiny. Um, you know, so they've been with us now for like 2.5 years. I definitely will probably put out a video though eventually about some of the you know loss and grief that you can have with cats and dogs, stuff like that. Because it's hard. It's hard to lose. Hi, Kit. And that's the hard thing having 9. Just knowing that 9 more times we're gonna have to say goodbye to them. And that's what makes it tough. At least 9 more times. I mean, I'm sure we'll have more as time goes on. I don't think we're ever going to have 9 again, though, because 9 is, it's a lot. Yeah, I think maybe somebody new popped in or somebody came back in. I'm not sure, but if you did, just welcome to this live. I'm just kind of sharing a little bit of porch time with some of my cats here. Yeah, Ray, I know you were talking about losing, I think, 1 or 2 in a very short time frame to, I think you said kidney disease, kidney failure. Uh, Tranquil. Were the 15 you had, were they indoor or outdoor or like a combination of indoor and outdoor? Kit. Kit. Oh wow, inside only. Okay. That's a busy household with 15. You're not interested, Kit? It's like, no, I don't care about that toy right now. You're not amusing me at all. Oh, is he gonna bother you? Hey, Yoda. Got your attention though, didn't I? Yeah, the only thing with this live on the cell phone, I do wish that there was some way of putting music on your cell phone, just like a little light background music. But I don't think it's possible. So that's the advantage of a PC or laptop or something that's pre-recorded. Maybe. Yeah, Tranquil losing one, let alone mini is definitely it's difficult. It's a grief that never goes away really. Losing a cat, a dog, it's like losing to me at least. It's like losing like a human, like a your parent, or if you got kids, like human kids. It's hard. It's hard on you, definitely. Wow, 22. Well, we have. I mean, Zelda's getting there. She's 19, so she might make it to 22. I mean, I tell you though, when she was diagnosed with diabetes 7 years ago, we didn't expect more than maybe a year or two, but she's beaten the odds because once cats get diabetes, it's like maybe 3 years max usually for most, and they just pass on. They just their body just can't handle the even with proper care, insulin shots, all that stuff. They can't handle it. And it opens them up to other issues like kidney disease and always being dehydrated. They start to develop walking issues. Their joints stiffen up. It's a terrible thing. Hey, Tiny, you kind of get up and move around a little bit. We're gonna check Tiny here. Get a little closer, a little close up for her. Say hi, Tiny. You just want to sniff. Constipate, yeah, that's another thing too, Ray. Absolutely, you're right. We always kind of keep an eye on Zelda. Hey, girl. Yeah, Tiny's got some. She's got some. I would say baby fat, but she's like 3, so she's got some chunkiness. Baby, what? I know you're always jealous, honey. Constantly jealous. Oh, don't go biting me. Nutty, nutty calico. Does anyone have any experience with calicos? Like, does anybody have any calicos currently right now? Either this type of calico or the tortoiseshell, like the burnt calico. Sticking your head out.
Just killing time before my next meeting.
Exciting for you. Guess I'll avoid the camera over there for you.
Of course.
Because you're anti-camera.
Indeed.
Trinkle, how was the calico? What was the calico like? I'm assuming it was a female calico, because almost all of them are. Yeah, Ref, I remember asking you, I think on one of I was I was kind of asking like with Alice and Pearl Jam if those were your first kitties, and I think you said yes. I was gonna ask, and I might not have, but what caused you? Like, what was the reason? Like, why did you decide to adopt uh, them together, or maybe you adopted them separately? Ray, I know where you're coming from there. We have done that a couple of times. We did that at least once where it was probably we held on too long. It's just so hard to say goodbye. But yeah, we definitely probably maybe did it a little too long than what we should have. Yeah, Raf, I mean that is good. Yeah. So in case like one of them they don't get lonely and that they can kind of grow up together because I'm assuming are Alice and Pearl Jam, are they basically the same age, or they're not from the same litter, are no, they wouldn't be from the same litter. Not with Pearl Jam being a Siamese. You back out, Pandora? Kit. Yeah, if we had a swimming pool, Pandora would be the kind of cat that would just be out there swimming in the swimming pool. Hopefully not drowning, but I think she'd like the water. Oh wow, they are okay. That's cool. So they can definitely, hopefully, have a very long life together, and grow up together. And do you ever plan on getting another one, or just the two? Tiny. You're just up there. That's my little area. It's crazy how spoiled these cats are, and how spoiled cats are in general. I mean, these cats, they got their own water they drink that we buy them. They got their own water fountains. We got like four of them. Just insane. Oh yeah, Rudini, that's your new channel. You got to change your channel name. Rudini is like Squirrel Adventures. That squirrel and you, you'll make it big. Ralph, have you thought about just instead of like a porch? Well, I guess it kind of would be the same thing. I think it may be a little different. I think they're called catios. I don't know exactly what's involved with them because I've never really like researched it, but that could be a thought. But I don't know how secure those things are, or I don't know if it's basically like a screened-in porch. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, Ray. It could be your second channel. Hey, kid. Yeah, if there's Oh, well, Raph, I mean, this isn't, we live in an HOA also, unfortunately. I mean, you can't really seem to get away from HOAs no matter where you live at. But our HOA approved it in a matter of hours. So, maybe it depends on how the HOA is, how stringent they are. Kind of move a little over here to kind of get I know, baby. You're looking a little tired, honey. Is it your nap time? Oh, when isn't it your nap time? Oh, honey. Yeah, tranquil. That's an advantage of. So you're like, do you have other kind of like neighbors that are kind of close to you? Because I think you're on 15 acres, right? Yeah, Raf, that makes sense because they do want most of these places they want it to like be aesthetically pleasing. It has to look pretty and it has to, like you said, it has to blend in. Yeah, well, Tranquil, that's unfortunately that's HOA life. You got to ask if you want to like do additions or change things. Some are. This is probably where we're at now. We've been in quite a few places. This is our most relaxed HOA. I mean, it seems like people can do literally anything here and nobody cares. I mean, people are putting in sheds in their backyards. People have putting in like the swimming pools, the above ground swimming pools, and you're not supposed to. People just kind of do everything, and nobody seems to care, which is kind of cool in its way because everybody can then kind of do their own thing as long as it's not crazy. Hey, girl. I know, kid. I know. Good girl. Gotta move your butt though. Kit, really? Here's a funny kind of story. Not necessarily a funny story, but here's an interesting story about Kit. So you can see she's always wanting attention, right? Just being on camera here for just this hour almost. Another foster story. Most of our cats have either been rescues or foster fails. So Kit here, we were asked one day, and this was maybe 4 years ago now. We were asked one day if we could foster this adult cat, and we had never done adult fostering. We've always just done kittens. Kittens are messy, but they're easy for the most part. Just give them attention, food, love, and that's all they need. But Kit here, like I said, she was adult. She was about maybe 2 at the time. They just needed a place for a night or two just to have just for space because the person that was fostering her had gone out of town or something and they needed like an extra home for her, and we said sure. So she came in. She had her own room to herself because that's just what we do with our fosters in the beginning because we don't want to have our cats and the fosters too close to each other because we just don't know how they're going to react. And Kit was the scaredest, skittish, most afraid cat I've ever seen. We were told that she had come from either like an abusive or neglectful home, and that's why she got into the adoption or the that's why she got into the fostering group. Somebody found her, and they somehow got the information that she was abused or neglected when she was younger. So it took her like literally months just for us to touch her, just to pet her like this. But just through time, patience, love, care, and knowing kind of her boundaries, she opened up to us. And over those couple of months, we decided, and we're gonna adopt her. Let's adopt this cat because we can give her a good home. And since then, she has become the most attention greedy cat I think we have. Out of all of our 9 cats, she has like she just always wants attention. Maybe she's just I don't know. She lacked it when she was younger, so now she's catching up on it. Yeah, kid. Hi, girl. I know. All right. Well, it's almost an hour. I do appreciate everybody hopping on here that hopped on. I'm not sure who's on here still. It looks like I think it says 3 people, so I don't know like who the 3 people are, unfortunately. But I'm gonna probably start to wrap this up. I do appreciate everybody coming on, everybody just hanging out with me for a while. Um, you're welcome, Raf. I would definitely, Raf, maybe think about doing a live stream yourself. I mean, I don't know if you've done them or not. I don't think you have, looking at your channel page, but I don't know for sure. But if you do, I mean, I would definitely tune in, engage, talk to, and yeah, okay. I mean, it takes a little bit of, they are definitely a little nerve wracking, a little bit. And the thing I don't like is you can't hear the people talk. You can just see them text or see them chat, and I don't care for that, but it is what it is, and I'm trying to get those watch hours definitely. But thank you, Raf, for coming in. Patty, I can hang in for a few seconds since you just popped in. I was gonna leave, but not in front of the. I understand that. I understand. That makes sense. I'm kind of usually better behind too, but I mean, part of this, I think part of growing as a YouTube channel also is, to me at least, I mean, the people come for, if you're like a pet channel, they'll come to watch your pets, obviously, but I think eventually they will want to get to know like the person too, and I think then they'll become invested, I think, a little bit in you as a person, and then they'll kind of want to follow you also along with your pets. So that's also why I'm kind of doing these lives a little bit more, and popped into like Bert's lives and just answering questions and that kind of stuff. How you doing, Patty? Well, Tranquil, like I said, I guarantee you if you schedule a live, that you're gonna have at least a few, from the very least, some of the the Modern Breakfast Club. I think they will definitely come in, they'll watch, they'll support, they'll interact with you. I mean, I'm fairly confident in saying that. I mean, I know I would, and I think others probably, it's even on the stream here that are still in here. I think they would too. But everybody's different, so it's not for everybody, and I understand that, and I respect that too. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? Yeah, Danielle and Patty. Glad you kind of popped in here, and I'm just kind of showing off this screen porch and showing off a couple of the cats here. This will become a video after I finish this. So if you want to, like, watch it and catch some of the stuff you might have missed, feel free to. You don't have to, but just feel free to if you want to. Yeah, Patty, I'm doing well. I mean, hanging with cats out on a in a porch in a pretty decent weather. It's That's never a bad thing, right? I think though, if I do another one of these, which I think I will, I do enjoy. I did enjoy doing this. I probably will, though. First, check out, ask the community like kind of what is their best time for this, uh, just so I can have more people watching. Thank you, Raf, for coming in, and I'll probably talk to you again on Bert's next stream on Thursday. Thank you for popping in. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, Patty. Danielle, I don't know who else is on here still. I think Danielle, you're on here. Tranquil, you might be on here. I'm gonna probably get off of this. I'm probably gonna stop this in about a minute or so. So I do appreciate you popping in, saying hi, and hopefully, I was somewhat entertaining. The cats were obviously always fun to watch, I know, and hopefully I wasn't rambling on too much with what I say. All right, I'm going to leave with a shot with Pandora, who's getting comfortable, and all these cats are going to go back into the house, and we will see you all next time. Everybody take care. God bless. Goodbye.